Okay, so on this video, what we're going to do is we're going to learn um, how to graph systems of inequalities. So what the heck does that mean? What does it mean to graph systems of inequalities? Well, to graph a system of inequalities is exactly like what we did in class the other day, and it's the same thing we did earlier in the semester too, or in the chapter. So for this first one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 2x. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to subtract 2x. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 2x here. So now I have y is bigger than negative 2x plus 2. And then the other equation I have is y is less than 2x minus 3. So what I can do is I can graph these using the stuff we learned. So this guy got a y-intercept at positive 2. So I go up 2, put a dot. And I'm going to go down 2, 1, 2 over 1 and put a dot. And it's a dotted line. Yes, and you make that sound effect. Y is bigger than, so I shade above. Okay, and then graph the other one. Go to negative 3, 1, 2, 3, put a dot. Go up to 1, 2 over 1, put a dot. And it's a dotted line as well. And that's below, so it's shoo, shoo, shoo. But this area right here, this guy right here, is the region that we want. This is called the feasible region. This is the stuff that anything in this little part is a solution to this system. Does that make sense? It should. It's not too tough. It's pretty actually quite easy. So why don't you pause the video, do the got it, and I'll see you back here in a minute. Hey, check this one out. It says, what system of inequalities is represented by the graph below? So when I'm looking at this, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at this guy right here. That guy has a y-intercept of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's got a y-intercept of 5. So I'm going to do a y, and then obviously it's going to be a less than because it's below, and it's a diet. And then the slope, let's see if I can pick here. I go down 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So down 2 over 4. So that's negative 1/2 x plus 4. That's that guy's equation. And then the other guy's, I'm sorry, that's not 4, that's actually 5, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. And then the other guy's equation looks like it's a y, and it's going to be, it's shaded below, so it's less than or equal to. Why is it less than or equal to? Oh, wait, is it below? No, it's this part right here. This is the part where it's greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. And let's see what my slope is here. This is going up 1, 2 over 1, 2. So that's up 2, right 2. That's 1. So y is greater than or equal to 1x minus 1. So working backwards, you just got to give it a little flair. There's a got it. Do you see it? Why don't you pause the video and see if you can do it. And I'll see you back here in a minute. All right, the third one, using a system of inequalities. It says time management. You're planning what to do after school. You can spend at most 6 hours daily playing basketball and doing homework. You want to spend less than 2 hours playing basketball. You must spend at least 1.5 hours doing homework. What is a graph showing how you can spend your time? So first thing I see is I'm going to do x. I guess x will be my x will be basketball, y will be homework. So if I see this, I see, how about x plus y, and it has to be less than or equal to 6 because it's 6 hours, right? And then I got to think of, you want to spend less than 2 hours playing basketball, so x has to be less than 2, and you must spend at least 1.5 hours doing homework. So y is greater than or equal to 1 and 1/2. So if I graph this real quick, if I'm doing this, this is interesting. That first one, I'm going to subtract x, so now I have y is less than or equal to negative x plus 6. So I'm going to go to positive 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, put a dot, and then I'm going to go down to negative 1 and over 1 and put a dot. and then it's going to be a solid line, but I'm going to stop it. Well, I'm just going to do this, right? And then it says less than, so I'm going to shade below, right? And then x is less than 2. X is less than 2. I'm going to go over here to 1, 2, and put a dotted line like that because it's vertical, and less than, so it's this stuff in here. But y has to be greater than or equal to 1.5. So y is greater than or equal to 1.5, and it's like right here. It's a solid line like this, and it's above. So really, it's all this region right here. Anything in here works, but you want to tweak it a little bit because you can't go past the x-axis. So it's just this part right here. See this part right here? It's really this part because it can't have negative time. So it's that weird little pocket. Anything in here works. Does that make sense? You got it. Pause the video. See you back here in a minute. So a system of linear inequalities is what we just said. It's two inequalities crossing. There's a feasible region. All right. Solution is that feasible region, and check where you belong. All right. I'm a 10 because I'm awesome. So I'll see you in class, and may the force be with you.